Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ghost of George podcast. I'm here with Bubba. Bubba, say hello to the
What up?
people.
What up? What up?
Uh, we're getting here about 20 minutes before the Yankee game starts. Try to get a little bit of an update here. Uh, got us a little setup here finally, make it a little bit easier. So we're gonna get right into it right now. So let's get talking about the Yankees, winners of 8 of 9. We're now 6 games back of Boston, 5 in the loss column. What do you think our chances are right now? If I had to, to take a guess.
Good. Well, pretty good, I would say. Uh, it's now become a realistic thing that it can happen.
So we got.
Am I gonna go to Vegas and put money down that it's gonna happen? No, but
I'm gonna have to check
I
those
mean,
odds right now.
the fact that the Red Sox had a terrible week. They lost 3 out of 4 to the Indians, and then they get swept by the Rays. That's awful.
The Rays are
You know?
tough, you know. The Rays.
No, they are. Yeah,
They're,
no, no, I know, I know. I was gonna say something about them earlier, but
I'm all in on this bullpen strategy. I
I
want to
li
start
I
doing
like
this, yo.
I like it too. I like
It's
it a lot, actually. It's like it's kind of like a revolutionary thing where I think we'll start seeing it more and more.
Dude, if you
I
just have a
think,
lot of arms that can that can't throw long innings, but you can have a lot of guys that can just give you two strong innings. Like I like that strategy. I don't know why you wouldn't just do that.
but now with the Red Sox struggling, that loss to Miami though a few nights ago hurts even more.
It was tough, but I mean we're in good shape. Now we got who we got batting leadoff or not leadoff, cleanup today. I don't know if you checked the
Ooh,
lineup
I,
yet.
I didn't see the lineup. No,
My boy Luke Voit in the cleanup hole today.
no comment. Maybe later.
He's been
He's
good
better
though. He's been
better than Greg.
good.
I'd rather see Luke Voit than Greg Bird at the moment because
Man,
I hate
he's a
Bird.
little spark
Like,
right now. He's got a little spark right now. I don't
no,
know.
I know
So
he's fucking nice. He's hitting like three something, few jacks, but again, nothing to fucking. I'm not gonna go crazy on this dude yet.
I mean, we also got Sanchez and Didi coming back next week is what the reports are right now for the road trip. So we got 7 coming up this week. But we got 4 against Chicago, or we got 3 against Chicago, 4 against
Yep.
Detroit, both at home. I mean, we got to
I,
win no
I
less than 5, right?
well, there's no excuse to win all 7. There's really none.
I
I
mean,
expect fireworks against Detroit though. After what happened last year.
yeah. I mean, we got to come out and win. And what's Boston have? Boston only has they go 2-4. They have 4 against Chicago this weekend, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
4 against Chicago. So I mean, they play 6, play 7. If we can go 5, at least 5-2, maybe 6-1, they go 4-2. Then
And,
we're what 4.5 back, and we're in good shape now. Then they have
and
Atlanta and Houston.
but we have Oakland and Seattle.
Oh boy,
So
oh no, God
okay,
forbid.
you say that, but they're
Oh
two
no,
teams
these
that are right there
no
in the
no
playoffs.
Oakland's tough, yo. Oakland's tough.
Yeah, they
I'm
are,
not.
and it's away too.
Yeah,
They're
I'm not
both
gonna.
both away.
And we always seem to struggle on these West Coast trips too. So I mean, I don't know if we can get ourselves in a good spot. Then we play what? We go Oakland, Seattle, then we go to Boston, right? That's when we play.
I think so.
And,
Yeah,
and then they go 3 at
middle of
Atlanta, and they
September.
have 3 at home against Houston. So I don't know
Those are their games are tougher than ours. I'll say that.
but again, we have a good week this week. Maybe we make up a game and a half.
Hmm.
Then we get Didi and Sanchez back. And we're
Yep.
4.5 back, and we get a little spark. Maybe you never know. We play good over there. They lose a couple games to Atlanta. Atlanta's tough, especially at home.
Yeah, they are
So
very tough.
so I don't know.
And
You
yeah,
lose. You got to put Martinez in the field now. So I mean, you got to start shuffling things around. So it's I think we got a good shot. So what we
well,
got here?
there's definitely hope. There's definitely hope.
No,
I ain't got
there's way more hope than I would have thought a couple weeks ago.
yeah, 100
Hey man,
100%.
it's crazy to think if we would have split that 4 game set instead of we got swept, we'd be a game back in the loss column right now.
I
I
know.
hate to dwell on some of those past things, but up 4-0 in the first game on that Thursday, and
You
then
know.
up in the ninth inning on Sunday. At least that one game got to have back.
That's why I hate when people say, "Oh, baseball's 162 games. Half the games don't mean shit." They do. They really do.
No, I know.
Looking back at them, every game
Especially
means
those
something.
division games too, man.
Yeah,
Especially games
every
against
game
the
means
Red
something.
Sox. Every game's important, and especially when you have injuries and whatnot. I mean, because there's some games there's some stretches you're gonna have to just struggle with. There's where you gotta just kind of stay afloat, and it's a lot of momentum. It's all momentum in this. So I don't know. We're in good shape though right now. I can't hate.
Yeah, no, we definitely are.
Some of the guys have been playing well. Andrew Harris just continued to hit, man. This guy just keeps
Oh,
hitting.
yeah, he's
He
unbelievable.
keeps hitting, man.
He's hands down rookie of the year.
Yeah,
No one's gonna beat him for that.
he's won that right now. Uh,
And with the way he's come out, he's basically said to the Yankees, "You don't need Machado. Go get somebody else."
Again, I don't see where we fit. Machado's not a fit right now. I think Machado's maybe a better player than Harper is, But man, Harper's a much better fit in this team right now.
Yeah, I
He,
don't care what anybody says. Harper's having a down year. Fuck you.
no, I
No,
mean
he's not.
he's he's gonna hit a Yankee Stadium. He's gonna hit 40 if he's healthy, 40 home
Yeah,
runs. He's gonna have a
more
400
probably.
on in that lineup. He's gonna walk all day. Him and Judge can walk all day. Yeah, you can go Hicks, Judge,
And, and it's a
Harper,
lefty that we
Didi.
desperately need.
That's a
Another
good lineup.
lefty we
Think of how
desperately
deep
need.
that lineup is. You go
I know.
Hicks, Judge, Harper. You can put Harper at first. Then you go Stanton, Didi, Sanchez, Andujar,
I
Glaber,
know. That's a dirty lineup. That's a
and
filthy lineup. That's a
Clint.
that's a 112 plus game winning
Yeah.
lineup.
All right, sorry about that. We're at some technical difficulties, guys. But again, we were just talking about the Yankees lineup for next year. Then we went in on the pitching staff a little bit. I'm not sure we're going to cut it out, but we just talked about the pitching staff, what we thought about next year. But back to this season. We were talking about the Red Sox, where we stand right now, if we think we're going to come back. But I don't know how I feel about this Red Sox team right now. I don't see this team being all that scary in the playoffs.
Well, that's kind of like been the Red Sox like mojo is let's be good in the regular season and let's be shit in the postseason because that's just what they do. That's what the Red Sox do. That's why they got 7 World Series titles.
Like I said last time, I'm gonna say it again. I'm more afraid of Cleveland, to be honest with you.
No, yeah, 100%. I'm more afraid of Cleveland and Houston.
And Houston's been they're starting to heat up a little bit lately. So I mean they're gonna be tough. With Ozuna really helps them too.
Fuck
man,
him.
he helps though a lot.
I know he does. From a baseball standpoint, yeah, he helps a lot. But fuck.
I know he stabilizes the bullpen though. And the pitching, I mean, Cole's been great. I mean, the pitching's really good. Cole's gonna have what 300 strikeouts this year. My God, he's pitching tonight. Oh, that's a big series though. Houston, Oakland.
Yeah, 3 games coming up. And that will determine because I think that's the last time they play. I'm almost positive that's the last time they play. And if it is, that will determine whether the Astros are serious or not. Or not the Astros, the A's, excuse me.
Let me check this right here.
Because it's 3 games away against a more healthy Houston team. I mean, like they got to take 2 out of 3. They take 2 out of 3, they'll lead the division by the end of the series.
Man, they really thought the Angels were going to be the team this year because they put the Angels twice against Houston in September.
They are a joke, and I hope Mike Trout gets out of that because the best player in baseball, possibly of all time, shouldn't have to suffer on a team like that.
Oh, that team's a joke. That team's an absolute joke.
They can't stay healthy. They don't care to sign big players. They don't care to get pitching. It's pathetic. It makes me mad just thinking about it.
No, again, it's just like kind of a tug of war between the ownership and the GM over there, and it's been like that for like even the past GM signed Josh Hamilton and Pujols and like put him in a deep hole. Like they can't seem to like get on the same page over there.
They need to get rid of that Pujols contract. They have to get rid of Pujols.
Wow.
One way or another, they have
again,
to.
He's still kind of hitting a little bit. I mean, it's not like he's been that bad. He's hitting a little bit. He just can't. He can't play the field. Like he's a liability. He can't do anything. Like, he can't have a DH like that.
The money he's making and the production it doesn't add up. They need to do what the Red Sox did to Hanley Ramirez.
No, these contracts are done though. These Robinson Cano, Albert Pujols, Josh Hamilton, long-term deals like those are long gone. These 30-something-year-olds getting. I mean, Martinez had to scrap for $110 million at 30 years old, and he's gonna have 50 and 130 this year. And he had to scrap for that.
Like if I'm a GM, I'm not signing anyone to a 10-year deal anymore.
I mean, you're paying for the first 3 or 4 years. It depends how much you think he's going to give you early on, because you're going to have to swallow a lot of bad years at the end. And then
you're not going to get another Barry Bonds where the last 4 years of his career.
You're absolutely
not. It won't happen.
What's Cano got? 5 years left, 4 years left, 4 or 5 years left in his deal. He signed at 2014.
No, I think he's got 4.
Same year as Ellsbury. So Ellsbury's 7, Ellsbury's 2. So this is the 5th year. So he has 5 years left. Cano has 5 years left in his deal, making 120.
A lot that he shouldn't be making.
Wow.
Which again is why if I'm a GM, I'm not doing these big deals anymore. I'm doing 5 years, 5 at the most.
I'm not signing anybody over 31, 32, because I can just get some young guys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. For a while, for the past I would say. After the Yankees won the World Series in 2009, that's what we were doing. We were signing old guys, though.
And we just hit the sweet spot, though, right there.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And it hurt us down the road. At least we got that one championship. We should have won a couple there. 2010 we should have won. That series we lost to Texas, I think it was in the ALCS. Like there's a little stretch there. We should have really did some damage, but at least we got that one because then we were in trouble. I mean 2013. I mean what kind of team was that? 2013, 2014, 2015 Yankees. It
Well,
was a
that's what I'm
joke.
saying. We were just going after these
Lyle Overbay, Vernon
these
Wells.
these big names with little production. That's what we were going after, and it just wasn't working out.
No, the game
We were
shifted.
playing for 1 year World Series. That's what we were playing to.
Now we got a third baseman batting 348 post All-Star game,
That's
23
crazy.
years old. We got
That's
Glaber batting 407 last 7. He's been hot. And we got 2 Rookie of the Year type guys. We got Judge. I mean, it's just you gotta go young, and we don't have to pay anybody. No one's getting money for the next 3 years.
Well, hold on. Speaking of Judge, now that you brought him up, I want to ask you a question. Do you sit him the rest of the season, or do you try to get him back sometime in September?
I mean, I want to get him at least a week of at bats at the least to kind of ramp up for the playoffs. But I'm not bringing him back more than 10, 15 days before the playoffs start.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm doing it as a rehab assignment. I'm not forcing him back. If we can make the playoffs with him, if we think we win the division, try to win the division without him. I'm not pushing to have him for 20. Like how much better does he make us in 20 games? Really? Like maybe a game better, and that risk for him missing postseason is not worth it to me.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I was wondering what you were thinking about that.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You can't. I mean,
well, when they said fractured wrist 3 weeks, I knew that was just bullshit because there's no way. There's no way.
Again, it's the right wrist, so the right wrist makes me a little bit, make me feel a little bit better about it. Maybe DH him a little bit. I don't know how much trouble the throwing is. The throwing doesn't seem to be too much of an issue, from what I've understood from it, but.
Well, no, he's been thrown a little bit. It's swinging the bat.
It's amazing he can't swing the bat, though. It's amazing he can't swing the bat.
I know. Yeah, you can throw
with the right
motion.
With the right wrist, it's amazing that he's still not able to swing the bat at all. So I don't know.
It just has to be in a weird spot or something.
No, I think we're okay. We can survive this week. If an easy week, if we can play one good week, we get Didi and Sanchez back, so we don't have to play Roma and Higashioka every day. Walker can play a little bit of right. We can keep Robinson out of the lineup. We can kind of piece things together a little bit.
Keep Robinson out of the lineup.
Keep Robinson. Oh my God, dude.
I swear to God, every time I focus on his at bat, he gets a hit. I swear to God.
He had a good game the other day. We have 2-3 hits.
Yeah.
Probably two. I doubt he had 3 hits.
He's just a fill player.
How about Mr. Gray, by the way, lately? 6 1/3 shutout on Saturday night.
I don't want to say anything because it's not against like a fucking stellar team, but it looks like he's just like finally figured out to just go pitch. Stop thinking, go pitch, trust your stuff. You have phenomenal stuff. Why not just trust it? I would much rather see Sonny Gray get lit up for 10 hits and 10 runs in the first inning when attacking players and attacking hitters than get him giving up those type of numbers when he's walking people all over the place. Getting people to 3-2 when he's up 0-2, not trusting his fastball. If Sonny Gray pitches with confidence, like that's what we wanted him. That's what we got him for because he's a great pitcher when he pitches with confidence, and when he doesn't, which he hasn't, he's a fucking joke.
I mean, how often do you have a guy with that much upside just sitting in the wings that like you can just kind of be patient with, throw him out there in a some relief spot or a spot start here and there, and then like still be able to give you like a shutout start. Very few teams have that, and I don't know if he's going to actually be much of a contributor, but the fact that we have in our back pocket, and if we need to, if desperate times come and we need to start him in the playoffs, if we don't trust, because Lynn's been a little shaky lately. I don't want to give Lynn a playoff start right now. I don't feel good about giving him a playoff start. I mean, we're starting Hap, we're starting Severino, we start CC. Then we go Tanaka. We're gonna go that 4. Is that what we're gonna go with?
Yeah, I'll hit 100%.
If somebody gets hurt and Lynn struggles a little bit, or somebody's not sharp, maybe we put him out there. I don't know. I don't feel good about it right now, but I wouldn't rule it out that in 3 weeks the opinion might change.
Well, I also think Sonny Gray, or I would hope that he realized that Yankees fans don't hate him and want him to fail. They just are disappointed because we know what he can do when he throws the ball with confidence and when he trusts his stuff. No. That's why I'm mad at him. I don't want to. Every time he goes onto the mound, I don't sit there and say, "Oh, I hope Sonny Gray fucks up."
I want him to throw strikes. That's why I feel about every pitcher. If you get lit up at times and you're like, even Severino struggled for the last couple months, and I was upset and I was wondering what was wrong, but he was still attacking hitters and he wasn't like. he wasn't beating himself. He was getting beat, which happens at times. At least make them beat you.
And his slider though also isn't. It's not breaking a lot. It's hanging. He's hanging it a lot.
He screwed me in fantasy, last night. I needed one quality start in order to pull a tie. I needed a tie this week, and he got 5 2/3 innings and he got pulled. So I got fucked last night.
I don't know how you play fantasy baseball.
No, I don't know. I just kind of do it.
It's too much. It's way too much.
Man, speaking of fantasy, though, fantasy football is right around the corner, and it's really heating up.
I know.
For those of you who don't know, which is everybody watching this, I'm assuming, we did a Where's Waldo hunt in the mall yesterday, where one member of our fantasy football league was dressed up as Waldo and gave out clues, which were not helpful, by the way, which were pretty terrible clues. And we were all in the mall running around trying to find them to determine the draft order, which is pretty sick though. But man, fantasy football, we gotta do some fantasy football on this podcast, yo.
Oh yeah, what pick did you get?
I was the fourth one to find him, so I got the fourth choice, and 1, 2, and 3 were taken, and then he also got a pick. He got a random pick, and he got number 8. So 1, 2, 3, and 8 were out the window. So I got to pick whatever one I wanted, and I took number 9.
You took pick 9?
I want Odell at number 9.
Yeah, yes sir.
Because it goes this how it's looking right now. It's looking like it's going Bell, Gurley, 1, 2. It's pretty much set.
I don't know what the fuck Le'Veon Bell's doing.
No, he's safe. I mean, as much as this off the field stuff has been, he's been safe. Brown probably goes 3-ish. Then you got Zeke, David Johnson, Kamara, Saquon, in some order, all in the middle.
They got Saquon that high?
They have Saquon number. The ESPN list. I'll read the ESPN list right now. The current top 10 list. I think they have Saquon number 6.
Damn, good. They should, because he's gonna fucking have a monster year. Rookie season, people don't know about him too much. Man, he's gonna be running the ball, coming out of the backfield. He's gonna have a monster year.
I don't know if I trust the line. If the line was better, I'd feel great about him.
Eli's only been sacked 1 time so far.
It has been great running the ball though. The running, from what I've not watched as much Giants preseason as I.
Well, here's the thing.
Here's I hoped, but.
You know, let's wait a little bit before we talk about the Giants.
We can talk about the Giants. We're in it right now. I might as well. I mean, there's a few more baseball things we want to cover. But let's talk a little football here.
Here's the thing. The Giants' offense for the past fucking 5 years has been so depleted when it comes to the run game, because first down, we'd run it. We get 1, 2 yards, done. Next possession, same thing, done. But now with Saquon, he opens up so much for our offense to where we can run with him. He'll get us 4 or 5 yards. We can run with him again. He'll get us 2, 3 yards. But it opens up the play action and allows Eli to be at his best, where he throws the ball down the field, and that's what we've been doing in preseason.
Well, the one thing that I think has also been a problem was the play calling has been extremely predictable. The last couple, I'm not going to mention any names, but
the
last couple of years, the play calling has been pretty predictable, and it's been a lot of pound run, throw deep, pound run, throw deep. And now we might be able to switch it up, get Shepard and Ingram involved early in first down situations, maybe even Barkley in the passing game, and be able to run, be able to have some second. I mean, how many 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3s did we have last year? Not nearly as many as you'd want.
No.
So we can now, at least it kind of opens it up. Second down, we could run the ball a little bit. We could be a little creative with it.
And that's one more thing also. A lot of the times on first down, people run, teams run the ball. But now, with Saquon, people expect to run. But that first down now is probably our best play action.
Well, yeah, but now you can dump it off to him too. You can throw it.
Exactly.
And you could do a fake play action. You can link him out to the flat, and then now you have somebody in the flat. You can do a lot with Ingram. You can do. I mean, there's some weapons there now.
That brings me our offense that's been run in this preseason has looked good. Eli is all right. I don't want my words getting twisted, but he's playing an Aaron Rodgers type style. Calm down. You
might have to put that as the headline as the
no. I know.
As the clickbait for this video.
Perfect. I know you got a soft spot for Rodgers.
I love me some Eli Manning, but there's nobody I love more than Aaron Rodgers, I think, on the planet, except for maybe Alex Rodriguez. But
I know, but he's using his legs more, which Shermer said he has to use his legs more, which he is. He's gonna, and he's taking the safe option. He's going through progressions. If nothing there, he's got a security blanket. They're throwing for 4 or 5 yards, which is perfectly fine. Eli's good at that, because then that They cover. They go underneath, and then boom, over the top is wide open, and Odell's got 60 yards, and Big Blue's going crazy, and that's what we haven't had.
No, I like what Shermer's doing so far. I have a lot of confidence in him to be able to
One thing I do want to say too about that is he switched us to a 3-4, and our defense is a little bit. It has been kind of. I mean, our first team defense has only played about a half. Like I'd say maybe 3/4 total. It's not looking like crazy good.
I'm kind of curious to see what these linebackers are able to do in terms of pass rushing from the linebacker spot.
Which the Giants have severely lacked in.
That's kind of what I'm curious to see, if any of these young guys can really step up and give us a little burst there. Because I don't see the pass rush being where it needs to be in order,
No, I know what you're saying.
To be a really, really tough defense. Yeah. So
because here's the thing. Olivier Vernon got hurt yesterday, he got hurt at practice, and he has an ankle sprain. I don't know how bad it is. I haven't really read much about it.
From what I've heard, that isn't too bad. That's not something.
Yeah, it was in practice, so I'm sure he'll be done. His preseason's over with. Yeah. But he was not, for what we paid him, he was not producing enough as a left end. He was not doing it. Again, that's why him moving to the outside, a linebacker position, he's very athletic, and now he can show it.
Well, I think we fell in love with the measurables because he didn't really play all that much in Miami. He wasn't really like, for a guy who was that big of a signing. He didn't really put up the numbers and production you'd expect out of a guy like that. We were kind of more banking on the upside, and I think now when you put him in space and you kind of give him an opportunity to show off those like combine attributes that he really is known for.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he'll have a big year.
Yeah,
and big Damon Harrison, big snacks.
Oh, he's gonna be great
down at the 3-4.
Man,
I'm happy to see him.
Well, again, with him, you can do the 3-4 and you can be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You could be a little bit more creative with the 3-4 and you have him in there because man, he's dominant. Inside, you can't move. You can't. The run game, forget it, man.
Defensive lineman, an elite defensive tackle.
Like, you can't run. I mean, he's not a great pass rusher. Is the only difference. Like he's not like an Aaron Donald type, but against the run, you're not running in between up the middle against this team.
But right now, I would say our offense 100% is topping our defense so far in this preseason.
And the offense looks good. I mean, when you have Barkley and Odell, like two guys like that, and any guys around him that are able to do stuff, and Ingram is going to be good, and
he's going to be
good.
Huge year.
That's a lot of weapons for a good offensive minded coach. It seems like early on, and and a quarterback that's able to adjust quickly too.
And as long as Odell stays healthy, just his presence on the field alone opens up so much more for the offense. Just him sitting there, he could stand at the line of scrimmage and not do a goddamn thing, but he'll attract defenders, and it opens up so much.
No, he's a great player, man. He's a really beyond a great player, and he's gonna show out this year. He's gonna have a great year.
So fucking stoked for the Giants season.
So we got 2 weeks. We start 2 weeks?
Yeah, we got the Pats next week, and then Jacksonville Jaguars. When Eli throws 4 touchdowns, 2 of them on Jalen Ramsey for running his fucking mouth.
Hey, we gotta win this game. By the way, that's a big game.
Well, against the Jags?
Because this is our schedule of the first six weeks we got.
Oh, I know the schedule.
We go home for Jacksonville, at Dallas, at Houston, home for the Saints, home at the Panthers, home for the Eagles. That's the first 6 games. Then we go out to Falcons week 7.
Schedule.
What?
A very tough schedule this year. Very tough.
So we got to go out. We got to win that game against Jacksonville. Because we're not winning both those Cowboys and at Houston game. We're not winning both of those. At Dallas, at Houston. Okay,
you're just like everybody else, yo. You're underestimating how good the Giants are.
I think Houston's really good, though. I do. And the secondary hasn't been that good for them this year, which might be something we can exploit, hopefully. But they're tough.
I don't know. I just think if the Giants go out with the healthy lineup week 1 and can stay healthy, they're just as good as any team in the league, and they're a Super Bowl winning type team if they stay healthy.
That's also going to be part of the clickbait title for this podcast.
Is it biased?
100%. Sonny Gray Ace ?
Yeah, Sonny Gray A's question mark. Eli,
Eli, Aaron
Eli,
Rodgers,
yeah,
Eli
Eli
better
is,
than Rodgers?
yeah,
Question
yeah,
mark.
yeah, 100%. We're gonna clickbait the fuck out of you guys,
No,
no doubt about it.
that's the only reason why you're gonna be here. That's the thing too. Who the Yankees sign out? Who's this guy? Quentin Berry. Isn't he a football player?
Quentin Berry, I honestly,
No,
got
he's
no
nobody.
idea.
No, he's some minor league guy. I just got an update for. He's some bum. I went to the Trent and Thunder game by the way on Friday night.
Oh, who ended up pitching that game?
It was who was the guy's name? Some bum. I can't think of his name. There's that team. I'm telling you, man. I know the Yankees farm system is supposed to be the strength, but there's nobody at Double A.
They're trash.
There's nobody. They don't have anybody even slightly notable on that team right now. At least that played on Friday night. No position players. There's some pitching that's there, but nothing of note down there.
Well, that's what our team is young up in the majors, so I'm not really too
Yeah, not
concerned
too concerned
with
about it.
Double A
Especially with
right
all
now.
these young guys. We're rather. I think we got really young, and we got some upper level minor league guys that are really good, and we got some really lower level minor league guys that are good. So I think that was just kind of the weak spot right now. But beyond that, what are we at right now? We're pretty rough. Half an hour right now, so I don't know if you want to. We can brush through the rest of the league right now. Any other notes we had? I had a couple things we want to talk about, but we can kind of brush through it quick. We talked about Houston. Talked a little bit National League, man. I hate talking about the National League.
Why? It's such a good league, dude. The races are so good. Like, yes, the American League has the best teams, but I like the National League. I like watching it. I like paying attention to it. You just have hate in your heart. That's all.
So okay, fine. I'll give you a little
It's
bit.
true.
I'll
You
give
just
you.
have hate in your heart. It's simple as
Man,
that.
I'm just so sick of the no DH, and that really bugs me. And
It'll change. I think it's coming.
because the lineups are way worse.
I know.
And these teams,
I
especially these
know.
NL teams, come to the AL and they try to play with us, and they have to plug in some random guy at DH that isn't like a prototypical DH, and like they can't compete.
Nah, I know. Baseball needs to also just stop being like, oh, we're old school. This is this and that. It's time to fucking evolve with times. Like, you just have to do it.
No, and they're doing it all the wrong ways. I think is the problem. They're trying to shorten the
Yeah.
game in certain ways. I mean, there's some things they're trying to do are good, but a lot of things they're doing are bad. Like they're trying to get rid of the shifts, which I've said many
Dude,
times I
I'd
hate.
be so pissed if they got rid of the shift.
Like I don't know what you're trying to do. Just like there's a few
You're telling
things.
a manager not to manage.
No,
That's
anytime you put
that's
this philosophy is one that is with me in sports as well as like basically every aspect of life. You shouldn't anytime you put restrictions on somebody, like there should be a really good reason for it, whether it be like politically or like anything. Like you should not be trying to put restrictions unless it is 100% necessary or like you know for a fact it is a good thing. Like it should be you should have as much freedom as you can to make decisions. And when you do that, you're just like restricting a sport and like the creativity that you have in the sport. Because like we were talking about it in fantasy football as well. Like they were having a limit on how many quarterbacks you could have on your roster, or how many running backs you can have on your roster total. Like, why not give me the option to have that strategy? Why can't I just carry 15 quarterbacks and then just try to screw everybody out of having a quarterback or take a lot of running back? Like I should be able to be flexible in anything I want to do.
so you're saying I should be able to be a prick.
If that's how you want to take it, which I figured you want to take it like that, you could do that.
That's how I'm taking it.
All right, take it like that then. But
I'm gonna.
I'm saying you should be flexible though. You should allow flexibility.
You should not be able to take 15 quarterbacks. That's fucking stupid.
Why not?
Because that's dumb.
Why not?
So what? You're gonna get Rodgers first round.
Again,
Eli second round.
I don't. I'm not saying it's a good strategy. I'm just
It's
saying
stupid.
if you want to take, let's say there's only like 6 running backs you like, you can draft all 6 of them. You can trade all your late round picks. You could trade up, and you can get all the running backs, and everyone then no one has a running back anymore to play with. I like options.
That's got to be one of the dumbest fucking things.
This
I've ever
philosophy.
heard.
This is my.
Okay.
You should give the option to do whatever you want. There should be no constriction. Like again, if you want to do it, why not let somebody do it for? Why not?
That's so stupid.
What is stupid about it?
It literally is. I'm not. It's stupid.
Why? Explain to me
stupid.
why it's stupid.
What is the point of drafting 15 quarterbacks?
I don't know, but maybe you want to do it. Maybe you think there's
Why?
maybe there's a way you can exploit the game and you can win. Maybe it's not 15 quarterbacks, but maybe it's some sort of way to take certain players or take all the tight ends or take a certain amount of guys and do it as you please. Maybe there's a way you can.
Okay, so basically you're saying, hey, I'm trash at fantasy.
No,
let me just try to cheat out wins by fucking everybody else over. That's what you're saying.
What again? Like the Rays are doing. They're starting. They're trying to change the game. No, it's not. They're trying to change. They're trying to manipulate the game again with the shift. They're trying to manipulate the game within the rules in a way that you can get an advantage. That maybe
within the rules.
So give me this.
In fantasy is not a fucking rule.
Give me the space within the rules to make those changes. Do what I want to do. Let me manipulate it as I please. Let me do what I want. Let me see if maybe again it's very creative and it's very hard to do and it's not going to be done a lot. But maybe one year there might be a way to exploit a certain rule that doesn't fit right, and you can make something happen like that.
All right, so let's start a $100 league where you can take up to 15 quarterbacks, 15 running backs, 15 wide receivers, 15 tight ends,
that's what I want.
15
and probably
see how far that gets you.
And probably no one's gonna do it, but maybe there's a year or maybe there's a situation where it could work out, and maybe at some point you can get it. I just don't like putting limits on it. That's all my point is. I'm not saying I want to do one specific strategy. I'm saying don't give me the option.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Not putting limits,
just give me the option. No,
that's the brain dead thing to say.
Give me the option. Why can't you give me the option? What if I want to do it? How is it dumb? I want the option to be able to make any choice I want to do.
Oh,
maybe in most cases you're not going to do that. You're not going to make something do.
You're
something
never
going to
do it.
But maybe you would though. Maybe you would. No. Maybe you would. Maybe you want to shift. Maybe you want to. Maybe 50 years ago you said maybe you could put the second baseman in right field. And you say why would you do that for? That's dumb. But maybe it makes you realize, oh shit, maybe now it makes sense. Maybe for a left-handed hitter that pulls the ball all the time, it makes sense. Maybe you can, but now you got to put a limit on that, and I can't play the game how I want to play the game. Give me options. Let me do some creative stuff. That keeps people interested. This is a general statement I'm making. I'm not making any point towards drafting 15 quarterbacks.
Well, you are. Though.
I'm using it as a metaphor to make a general statement about anything. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
Fucking brain dead. That's all I got to say. Brain dead.
I think that's a good place to end this podcast for today.
Yeah, I think it is too.
We're pretty long. I gotta do a lot of editing, which I don't feel like doing, but I'll get it done here. We're about 30 minutes. 35, no, closer to 35 minutes, I think.
Go look at your draft strategy and come up with fucking 15 quarterbacks you want to draft.
I will.
I know you will.
I'm gonna look through it. One more thing I want to say before. Who do you think wins the NL West right now? Because it's really tight. Who do you think wins the NL West? That's the one thing I want to see. Diamondbacks up a game on the Rockies, 2.5 on the Dodgers.
I really want to say the Dodgers because the talent is there, but I'm gonna say the Dodgers. Eventually, their talent's gonna just gonna pull through because the Dodgers on paper are better than the Rockies and the Diamondbacks.
I think the Diamondbacks are gonna win.
But don't sleep on Colorado.
Yeah, I want to see the Dodgers stay at home in the playoffs. So Machado can go twiddle his thumbs in LA right now.
Okay, dude, he is playing really bad for them. I think he's under like 250, but he's playing really bad for them.
Man, the Cardinals are good though right now. Cardinals are dangerous, man.
The Cardinals are hot.
Matt Carpenter, MVP.
MVP. I don't see why he wouldn't be up there.
It's him or Baez right now, right?
Him, Baez, or Arenado.
Freeman too, maybe.
Yeah, him up there.
If the Rockies make the playoffs, it depends. If the Rockies don't make the playoffs.
But the NL's trash, right? It's a garbage league, trash, so it doesn't matter, right?
This is the wait, I can't see myself on camera right now. I'm going back on camera so I can see myself here. This is the AL right here. All the stars. This is the NL right here, and they're all in the same spot. All the stars are right here for the NL. You got your Freddie Freemans and Arenados right here, but the AL has all the stars bunched up right here. Mookie, Trout, JD, Judge, Ramirez, Lindor. Better than anybody in the NL. Who's better than any of those guys that is named in the NL? None. None.
I mean, Machado.
That's a good time to end the podcast. Thank you very much for joining us. I got him like Kanye on the Jimmy Kimmel show. Just quiet. I got to go to commercial break.
No, Kanye's an idiot too.
No, I don't want to hear that. That's for next time. That's for next time. Thank you guys for joining us. The two ghosts of George right here, Bubba and Andre. Thank you guys. Check us out. We got a jersey giveaway coming out. We're gonna do it next Monday. We're gonna announce the winner.
Yeah.
So check out our Twitter. It's @GhostofGeorge_. So and retweet our tweet and follow us, and you'll get an entry into the competition. We'll give away an Aaron Judge road jersey. Then we're announced next Monday in our podcast. So until then, thank you guys, and you guys have a good day.